This is part 2 of 1976 Dodge D200 Club Cab pickup truck, currently on sale on eBay right now. Two-tone green paint job. This is an original color. This is not the original paint. This truck has been resprayed. That's an original Dodge green color. That's two-tone green. That's a lighter green above the trim, darker green below the trim, dark green on top of the cab. When this truck was sprayed, all of the badging, all of the chrome trim was removed. Bumpers were removed, front grille was removed. Headlights and tail lights were removed. Windshield wipers, all of the glass and rubber was removed. This truck was properly painted. The bed was removed from the frame, and the back of the cab was also resprayed. The door jambs have been resprayed and the inside of the doors have been sprayed. The inside of the cab has not been resprayed. It didn't need it. And the engine bay has not been resprayed. But this is a multi-stage paint job. It was primed, sealed, base coat and clear coat. All of the chrome trim around the truck is complete. There's no loose badging or no loose chrome trim. That chrome trim is not in perfect condition. It's a little bit dinged up from being 40 years old. It does show some signs of aging, but it looks great because it's complete all the way around the truck. That's pretty rare to see, these old Dodge trucks with all the trim on them. We've got 4 chrome wheels on this thing. They're 8-lug pattern. I've never really loved the look of these wheels. It's tough to find a wheel that's classy with an 8-lug pattern. And all of those wheels do have some rust around the lugs. Those are custom fabricated bed rails and they are removable. This is a roll-in bed liner. And since I've rolled it in, this is in great condition. I never put anything in there. I like to keep it nice and clean. You can see a little bit of surface rust on this chrome trim on the top of the tailgate. On that tailgate sash. And that badging is from an early 60s model Dodge truck. That's not the original badge. The original tailgates on these trucks had painted the word Dodge on there. I just like the look of that badge. I think it's a little more classy. Chrome rear bumper on there. I'll walk around and show you the undesirable parts of this truck in just a moment here. It is not a perfect truck. It does show quite well, but it certainly is not perfect. And once again, I'll show you all of the things that I think are not so great about it in just a moment. It's got a nice gutsy sound on this vehicle. I converted this exhaust from a 2 1/4 inch pipe to a 3-inch straight pipe. See if you can get a look at that little downturn right there before the rear axle. MagnaFlow exhaust, a straight pipe, so it sounds real nice and it's got some guts to it. This door's not closed all the way. We just got out of the car here. Real nice straight body on this truck. It is an Arizona vehicle. It spent 38.5 of its 40 years of life in Arizona in Nevada. So a really straight body. The mirror arms on this truck are from a 1972 Dodge truck. I like the look of those mirror arms rather than the larger arms that originally came on the vehicle. So the truck is not 100% original, although I am the second owner. It does have just a couple of custom touches to it I think are tastefully done. I want you to see those chrome mud flaps. That's a real neat original piece of that truck. I'm going to open the hood here so you can see the truck running. .360 V8 automatic, 3-speed automatic, All original, less than 83,000 original miles. Once again, this engine bay has not been resprayed. The engine was not removed for this vehicle to be painted. It does have air conditioning and heat, and it does work. The front grille in this truck is from a 1972 Dodge as well. It's just an earlier look grille. I really like the way that grille looks rather than the original one that came with the truck. That's a super hard to find grille. And that front bumper is brand new chrome bumper. All headlights, tail lights, turn signals, brake lights, everything's in good working order. This truck's ready to drive and enjoy. I just put some new windshield wiper linkage on there, so those windshield wipers work just fine. Multiple speed windshield wipers. Let's take a look at the inside. See if we can get a good shot here. I've got some custom walnut armrests on this truck. The original armrests were not in great condition just from being so old. The truck will turn 40 years old this April. So I did some custom fabrication walnut armrests in there to bring in the wood grain that's on the dash bezel. And this dash bezel is also from an early 70s Dodge pickup truck. This was not the original dash bezel, but I really like the wood grain look in here, especially with this green interior. This carpet in here is in excellent condition, brand new carpet. Although the interior of the truck was not painted, all the seats were removed, the carpet was taken out, and the floor was rubberized before the carpet was laid down. And this seat was done by Lorenzo's Custom Interior in Mesa, Arizona. Lorenzo did a real nice job on that seat. Actually took apart the seat frame, and the seat's been rebuilt, new cushion and everything in there. This beautiful interior. Hoping you can get a good shot of these jumper seats back here in this extended cab. Those are original jumper seats. They're in perfect condition, like no one's ever sat in them. So those jumper seats have the fold down. They fold down, and there's a little headrest there, and the seat belts back here in both of these jumpers. I'll go around the other side and give you another view. I do love that the dome light works in here also. On the instrument panel, the speedometer works, the odometer works. The original fuel gauge does not work. I've got an auxiliary fuel gauge, auxiliary oil pressure gauge down here. The radio is not currently wired up. Please read my description for more details. Air conditioner and heat works just fine. Another little badge from an early 60s Dodge vehicle, from an early Dodge truck. That came off the same truck as the badge that's on the tailgate. Just like a nice little custom touch in there. Big glove box. I want to point out you can see that those AC vents are not in awesome condition, but I do have some black ones in the glove compartment here if you want to replace it. This truck is not perfect. It's great for a Dodge or Mopar enthusiast to spend a little time with. Definitely in good enough condition to take to some car shows and show off a little bit. Really enjoy driving this truck. It gets a lot of attention in town. And I'll show you just a couple of things that I think are not so perfect about it. The paint, I'd give about an 8 out of a 10. A few blemishes, like this little guy right here. And really the most undesirable paint defect is this one here over the rear fender. See if we can get a good shot of that right there. This truck has been in Louisiana just for about a year and a half. Tail light lens, a little crack in the tail light lens back here on the right side. Crack in the tail light lens back here on the left side. So the truck is not perfect. There are a few other just minor spots like that, but definitely a very solid running truck, very reliable, mostly original, 2-owner vehicle. A lot of fun to drive. Just a great classic truck. There it is, y'all. Thanks for taking time looking. Good luck bidding on eBay.